In the year 2015, two DC comic television series known as Arrow and the Flash, which are okay in their own right, even to come together with some of their recurring characters and create an amazing series that really transcended most of the boundaries of television. This series was DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Anyways, hey guys, it's Jesse Bean TV, and I just want to say that there's something special about this series that no other series can really match, and that is the tone changes every season. It had 7 seasons from 2016 to 2022, and a different tone in each season, and that's a really creative choice, I think, and yes, I love time travel, and that's what drew me into the show at first, but it's not what ultimately made me stay. It's a long runner. It did great on the CW network, and the other shows in its universe, Supergirl and Arrow, they had proper endings to kind of wrap up the series. And even the number CW series, Riverdale, is getting a final season 7. So, sure, the CW's having some hard times lately, but they can still manage to sell the show to someone or just bring it back. Because there's not much else good television at this level. And there are so many reasons why these Legends of Tomorrow should be brought back. I mean, you don't really have to worry about copyright fairly based on DC Comics characters anymore, so they do not really have that as a problem. But also, it has great LGBTQ representation, it has diversity, it has fun character development. The ensemble cast has such amazing dynamic and everything, and it's just a whole lot of fun because you never know if the dialogue can get really witty and relationships can blossom that you never thought were possible, like between an AI and, of course, the alien that no one knew was an alien. So there are so many reasons that this show should be revived, and it also ended on a terrible cliffhanger where it introduced a DC character for the first time in 2.5 years or something, and she betrayed the team. Booter's old guy betrayed the Legends and had them arrested by Time Police. I know Seinfeld ended with an arrest, but that's not the way that this show should go out. And what I mean is, they also had the main character pregnant after getting something to do for the first time in a long time, like that fitting point storyline. And Sarah Lance, speaking of which, is one of the longest running characters in this version, and she deserves a proper enough. And not sorry, I cleared my throat. And not a thing like that. It's really important that this network can respect one of its longest running shows, and just this show had great characters. In fact, we have the adventure of time travel as one of the main characters, and one of the characters asexual, which is very cool and a positive step forward. And just as an example, there's a lot of strides to take, and also it's just so wacky at times. They parody everything. They parody Mr. Rogers, they parody Friends, they can make you want to use the fart bag, and then they visit so many time periods that it starts to get bored of recycling the same old premise over and over, and that can get pretty stale, as seen with a show like Arrow, for instance. But, so, in season 1, it was more gritty. Like, they didn't really know how to correctly use the time travel premise yet. So, they were just going after this time, going to these time periods, and it was dark, but there were some comedic moments. And in season 2, they brought back villains from the other shows, they brought in new characters, they made it a whole lot funnier, and the show went on a spiral, and it just, as it was able to introduce more of its own characters, it became more of its own thing, and it became the kind of show that deserved to last for a good time, and a long time, and get a proper finale. And there is just no excuse for trying to cancel a show, like trying to get rid of a show that's been on the air for so long, that has such a well-loved character in such an unceremonious fashion, and all its characters are well-loved. So, the current cast consists of Sarah Lance, aka White Canary, even though she hasn't had that identity in a long time. Her wife Ava, totem wheeling Mehran Azari, Luther's Gold, of course, time travel with Leonard Wynn, John Constantine's a friend. There's just so many great characters that really add to the lore and show what a special show this is, and what a great thing it has, what a great place it has in my heart. Just, the way they change the time travel around is very interesting too, with big points and everything, and yes, I love the show, and I'm sure lots of people love it, and there's really no excuse to cancel something that is so brilliant. It can be meta-referential, and it can address fan complaint. If a fan complains about something in one season, it takes care of that in the next season. And that's really smart. It shows the care that the writers have for the series. And having a series like that is what's really important. So this show needs to be revived. It doesn't deserve to end like this on a good cliffhanger note. And I know it's a little funny that there's a bit of a full circle thing with Riff Hunter and Luther Gold, but still, it just doesn't deserve this, and the universe in the Arrowverse doesn't deserve this either, and so that's why it should be revived.